block me, and I'm sure they will use their fake account to come and join and listen. You see, the thing is, I say it as it is now, the reason why we are where we are as a country, as people, the reason why there hasn't been progress in Africa is because not just talking, we know the truth, we just don't want to factor or fight a commonality to embrace the truth and fight nepotism. And the thing is, if we can't fight nepotism, and then yes, that is what we've got. Our country is in a mess, it's in disarray. You can see they are growing Sheyi Tinubu now to be the next president of Nigeria. Next thing is gonna happen is gonna be the state governor. And before you know what's going on, one way or another, the ranking, Tinubu is on his last legs, and they will make sure Sheyi is there in his lifetime. And in our lifetime as people, is that what we want to see?
This is why the likes of Yomi can be doing what they're doing.
Yes.
Something. I think a lot of people, what I find that, and which is disheartening is, I'm sorry, like I told you the other day, sorry, I'm a logical person. I mean, I'm always looking for evidence. Maybe because of the environment I live in or things I've seen in my life. Nobody can come and give me handicap just. And I think Nigerians, they shock me. They cost, there's no money. And people will be donating on top of nothing. Okay, you're talking about 3 seconds video. You want 10 minutes video. Let's start from a 3 seconds video. Number one, it was like, no, it's Adura that sent it. Assuming that Adura sent you a 3 second video. Let's assume that I was even, hold on, I've got my little one. No, assuming it's even Adura that sent you a 3 second video, right? What is on the 3 second video? Why was Yomi so sure there's something tangible on the 3 second video? Talk less of the 10 minutes. Because, okay, forget who sent it to him. The first thing he himself said, and people have said, this video is old. So, an old video of maybe 5-10 years ago. How does that prove that is how Mohbad died? Why are we going on about it? Even Baba Mohbad said, there's somebody called Zomo who never went. So, this so-called video that we are all gagging for the 10 minutes is an old video. How does that establish what happened some years later? It doesn't make sense. So people say, we want to see the 10 minutes video, but everybody, the so-called Rumi, Adura, Zomo, or whatever, they've said is an old video. How does an old video prove that Mohbad died? I don't get it. And even the 3 second video, how? I was really looking forward to it. The only thing I had was how. I'm like, as in 1, 2, 3. And people really, really went all out. That's why I said a lot of people are approaching this thing with their emotion, their trauma. Maybe they hate women. Maybe some of them hate women before. Maybe they don't like Adura. Maybe they don't like Baba Mohbad. So they just want to use that opportunity to get all excited about nothing, because I've never heard of it before. To me, I call it much ado about nothing. Nigerians, we're supposed to be smart now. Even if we want to carry us handicap, this is why I now get confused. But Nigerians, they say we can do 419. They say we can carry people handicap. We are very smart people. As in, when you come abroad, you don't mess with the Nigerian person. Because you work with God, but somehow, someone from somewhere bring 3, as in not minute, second, 1, 2, 3. Bring 3 seconds and everybody's excited. Nobody could say, what are we excited about? What is this thing saying? The people that sent it, Adura no send it. Okay, let's even assume Adura go send it. It's Adura. It's not Damala. Okay, let's even assume. Kilo one video. Why are we excited? What are we looking for? What are they showing us? And people were really excited, and then down. And you're like, there's no money in the country. Man, you stay long in that. So even if you bring 10 minutes video, there's going to be nothing on it. I'm sorry. And people, that's why I just said, this is not justice. They're just doing a real war. You know what I mean? Just playing around, playing with people's emotion, and people are getting excited. That's what I'm saying. So you say,
you see, my take on the 3 seconds video is, regardless of what is in that 10 minutes video, we want the 10 minutes video. We want them to unveil it, and we would like me to go there and watch it. Now, whatever the case may be, whether they want to make it public or don't make it is useless, whether it can be used, as another exhibit within the inquest or wherever the case may be, because all we have right now are syringes that they collected. Let's see what is in there. But, the funny thing about this whole situation, it was Yomi that started off this 4-letter word thing. It didn't take long before Wumi Cynthia came out and did a show and mentioned Zomo. And it didn't take long before Buki Jesse, Baba's meow meow, Baba's cat, came out with Baba to come and protect Zomo. So if you want to protect Zomo, my question still remains: have you guys got alibi for Zomo? Do you have an alibi for him if you want to say it wasn't there? Because someone is not there very quickly, then it means you are instrumental. And that's the reason why I said Joseph Aloba has compromised himself everywhere, which is the reason why this man will never he never championed from forensics, because he himself knows he will be compromised. Good morning, Ricardo, Prince, and Elise.
This is where Joseph Aloba also has fault, honestly, because as a Yoruba person, the minute he brought this out, I brought it on TikTok. And people say, oh, respect your elders. I don't support it because I cannot, for the life of me, in my opinion. I don't know how people grieve, but Omologo, you lost Omologo, and then TikTok is where you come to grieve and do concerts, and Baba will be doing live show. I'm like, I'm sorry, maybe I've not seen grieving before, but it's a very strange way of grieving. And people are abusing this boy that you call Liam. For me, this is one of the reasons, because you mentioned Comfy. I didn't know about her. I just saw one day she was walking on the street and said, Yomiti, what did she say? Yomiti,
she's now on Yomi.
But that day she was saying, Yomi has made Wumi to come and do interview. I'm like, if Wumi was scared, she would not be going on. I don't know Wumi, like I said.
But even Comfy supported Yomi slightly.
Yeah, on that particular day, she was supported.
For a period of time, she supported Yomi, and then out of nowhere,
she claimed Yomi was the person that made Wumi to come out. And yes. This woman did not come out to. She actually came out on TV, which means it was for Yomi, because then Yomi was saying she was wanted. So my own logic was that because if I'm guilty of something, Iberubojo will not make me now go on national TV. That's my own thinking.
Yeah, I think
so,
you're
on that particular day, so I now come and say all these things you're saying for me as a mom, right? I said, Madam, I don't know. I said, Madam, why don't you please pressure Mr. Aloba to go and do a DNA test? Because honestly, Mubad, Liam is not my son. If you are a father and you lost a glorious son, would you not be interested at him or you will be you show for your cousin like as in, how do you say to you? But they say, can you call for you? But I'm like, as a father, would you not want to know whether would you lose on my pata or you actually left a comfort from? Because if Liam is Mubad's son, would that not bring the comfort to you as a father to say, well, I've not lost it all? He left it. Forget about all this money you killed. Yes, no, but you can still be doing your justice for Mubad. But for me, I think as a father, as a grandfather, it should be his priority to forget about court. Court Koloman should DNA, man. It's the hospital. Okay, we got 10 people on this side. Let's go to one hospital randomly so that nobody will go and compromise. For me, I think that should be the priority. To say, let me even know whether Mubad died in vain or did he leave a legacy behind? Nobody is interested in when you want to change lawyer. I'm like, why you change? So on that basis, I made a comment on Comfy's page to say, why don't you pressure Mubad's dad to go and do DNA? Do you know what this woman said? That was the next comment, like, what the heck? So I blocked the woman immediately, like, how does asking a father that lost a son to do DNA to establish whether the son has a grandson, how does it amount to only Buku with and that's what I'm like, People are saying, because I don't know, I've never commented on her page, I've never abused her. All I said was, because you know, kind of like meanwhile, it's possibility. Because like that's why I keep saying, I'm not team Mumi or team anybody, I'm team logical sense. Like, if I have a son, and God forbid, you go question me, my friend will be, show no more like because you go question me, you go show more, you know. So you continue as a Yoruba person, as Nigeria, we value children. So I'm like, why is nobody talking about prioritizing this DNA aside of Guinea? And then the other thing is this, to be able to 20 movie is Oyuale. That Liam case will establish that this woman is Alagbere. It will even make their case better. But we got to change Emma, because Wumi's lawyer or maybe something saying, Baba doesn't want to be sued. I'm like, why would you be sued? If you don't have a bolero, if you don't have a something, why would you be sued because they did DNA test and they probably find out that, you know, maybe unless he knows that it's all a lie and we're going to go, no, we'll do vegan, we'll just go, you know. Show you continue because I'm like, these are the things that doesn't make sense. Justice for Mobile should in. Does this person have a son? And if the person has a son must not suffer. Whatever belongs to the father belongs to that son. But when you as a grandfather only here, then you wouldn't care. Which is really sad. And that's why I don't support that man. Because I'm like, talk. You have time to do concerts. You have time to do about, oh, this is me. I will have a meeting. It takes you 1 hour maximum. Press conference. Go with cruise camera, blah, 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 blah. But you know, you are interested in wearing his jeans and his mobile that here and there. Come here, Joe. Maybe am I asking too much?
You see, I look at it the same way as you, and I kind of feel that if Baba Mobad has any nerves of care in him, and is not sort of like very useless as a man, his first duty would have been to protect the child. Like I said earlier, if there wasn't any fight and there isn't any reason or any cause for anyone to believe that the child is anything more than your grandchild, you should have just protected that baby and not allow one of his cats, Comfy, to drag this baby for months.
Even the bookie JC gave the
for months. Yeah.
What's wrong with this woman?
Right. At least you will. You see, the thing is, because the man is heartless. And it is now got up to a point, 18, 19 months later. You and your daughter-in-law, whoever they want to call themselves now that Mobad is passed away, you are still wrangling with this DNA situation, and we know that you guys are fighting for royalty and whatever property that is left and who what goes to in terms of percentage. Is it difficult for Joseph Aloba to protect this child? Is it difficult for him to actually realize that due to lack of support and protection that they gave Mobad is what actually led to his untimely death? And if, as you said, part of the legacy as something that this guy left behind is this child, that you can actually see that he left something behind, and someone, a human being behind, is that not worth protecting until the day you guys deal with your own issue? Must you then come and tell us at the low bar or bad?
The thing is this.
I see some concubine killed Mobad.
I see some
DNA, and I will tell you who killed my son.
I see some comments in that we should make ourselves available. Like I said, I go by evidence. I've never said that. But there was a law, a document I saw, which the lawyers published, that Baba Mobad said, this is what they want. So, I mean, if somebody has already called me Ali, I can't go and do any DNA by myself. If I go to do a DNA, I should go cover any. Because I've been accused, Nigeria. Me, I said, okay, I'm ready, let's go. But you said, don't publish the results. Who does that? You've already said it publicly.
Can you believe it,
madam? Does not belong to your son. You don't want to know whether, you don't want to make the result private. That's abusi, man. I mean, even me, I want to do national TV. If you say that this is not, and this child is not your son's, I'm sure, I will go on national TV and say, yeah, camera crew, follow us. But you as a grandfather, you should not publish the results. What the heck is that? Why would you say that? You need to be there, because if he's not there, you need to say, I'm ready now. And then, look, I've got one interview that he did, that I saw. He said, we call him that, he wants to change the lawyer. Wumi is ready. According to the father, according to this master, Wumi is ready. He actually said, I saw that video and I put it on my page because I like to look for evidence. I don't care about who, I'm sorry. You cannot work in the environment I work and not get evidence. So I put down my phone and like, okay, so this man is establishing that it's not Wumi that's not available. It is him that want to change lawyer. Joe, so lawyer no man DNA. Because I'm doing that's why I like this platform, because some things you'll be busting my brain. Why these people have DNA? You don't need a lawyer to do. You don't need a lawyer to do DNA.
Who told you that?
People to be present if you are not sure. Wumi, tomorrow we are going. Take camera and crew. You know,
Is it not called that granted?
Let's hear from Ricardo Prince, because I think he's been waiting. Let's hear from him. Ricardo Prince, good morning. Thank you.
Good morning, the IT guy. Good morning, WP. I am really enjoying her. Her analysis has always been my stand from day one when this Justice for Mohbad started. You know, Baba Waba missed it when he jumped on the idea, the narratives of Bukky Jesse, because Bukky Jesse started all this rubbish. You know, he accepted them when they said it is most likely that Mohbad is not the father of Leah Book, because there was a video he made saying that Malojomo Esodo, you know, that they are saying that if really and truly Mohbad is the father, he will not say so. You know, one thing they don't realize is that once a husband and wife are fighting, either of them can use one thing that the other cherish very much to spite the other, just to hurt the other. Maybe that is what really happened between Mohbad and Wumi then, where he made mention of, where he uttered that word. But be that as it may, they also want to make sure, maybe they told Baba that, look, Wumi is going to inherit all what Mohbad left behind. You as the father-in-law or the father of Mo, you will not have anything, this and that, blah, blah, blah. That is where he missed it. And he himself denied this little boy. He allowed them to drag this little boy into all this. What sin has he committed? This boy is literally just 6 months old. And I went on a platform, maybe it is already, and they are raining courses on this boy. Raining courses. I was like, for real? This is too much. So, concerning the DLP, you really said it better. You know, I expected them to do this. Without the court is not this is a family thing. If you want to establish, want to get, okay, maybe with me, as he has said that, Bali, okay, let me be sure. I want to be really sure. Let me know if this is my grandson. He can do that. This is a family thing.
Exactly.
Then let us
prove it once and for all. And if the child turns out to be Omali, it will even make people hate Wumi more and make people believe you. But you're just speculating, and up till now, in this day and age, in those days, you will go to maybe Odo, they will throw the child there, and you have all those funny ways. Now DNA is available, and this person is saying publicly, I am ready to do DNA. But you say you want to change it. I'm like,
you want to make it public. You know,
if it was me, because if that child belongs to Mohbad, it will be a sort of Remileko for him. And the child does not belong to me. He will even make my case, and people will be like, Ashasha, when he get a lot of the so-called Wumi fans will even be like, so we're supporting this woman, and they might change the narrative.
it will at least be proven. In this day and age, there's opportunity for you to prove your case. If I could change lawyer, come out of your own time. Kilo day. So,
Now,
I mean, you walk straight. There's no need because Yet, actually, I could choose it, but no, you don't want to do that.
So, as it is now, we don't know how the outcome of the equals. Maybe they are seated now, or maybe it's in progress. I'm yet to know about that. But whereas it may, I've had many people complain about the police not doing anything, the police not working, police. When I hear this, I want to believe that they are telling the world that the woman is not arrested, woman is not indicted, woman is not accused. That is when they believe the police is not working. Had it been that woman has been arrested or has been indicted or accused, that is when we believe the police is working. But we believe the police is not working. They might have had some lapses somewhere along the line, but I always go to Papariano platform. I said, I want to remain in that scene where the incident occurred. I don't want to know from Ikorodu down to their house or whatever happened thereafter. What happened? Mohbad got home alive. That one was established because they spoke with him, everything happened in the house. Later on, a nurse came to treat him. The nurse accepted during her own inquest that he spoke with Mohbad and then treated him before Mohbad started convulsing and then reacted to this. She said she accepted to it, she agreed to all this. But we are not talking about all this. But we want to accuse, to indict somebody that is innocent. That is where they say police is not working. Police, they should have gone there, they should have done this, they should have done that. Though, a week after when police was in the house, they were able to recover all the medications that this woman used, that the nurse used. So, I don't know why we still go on and still be, yesterday or the day before yesterday, aristocrats said something that 30%, that we have only 30% that are interested in this justice for Mohbad, and then the police has shown us where they are going. The police, we have 15 people in the house, and I don't know why they are dragging Wumi and Adura. Adura should come and tell us what happened to his brother. Wumi should come and tell us what happened to her husband. And then the police have arrested all the 15 people. Somebody was trying to lecture me about interrogation and questioning. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said, listen, people are using their emotions.
Yes, what difference does it make? I said to this person, had it been someone in that house, just one out of that 15 statement differs from the rest, police will work on that one alone.
Thank you. You are thinking logically, but these people are emotional.
That is different. They will want to
make up your mind who did it. You need to just looking for, now let's make the puzzle fit.
Yeah, we want to work on
listen, we're Nigerians, right? We're Nigerians, and in Nigeria, we say that we work because of our children. You want justice for me. God forbid I die. But you neglect it. And that's why I keep saying to me, honestly, in all of them, like, the first thing is, part of justice for Mohbad is this. If the child, and I keep saying if, because I don't know them. I've never seen them, so I don't really, you can't say it's that child. People are saying, it looks like Liam, it looks like the father. That's, by the way, anybody can look like anybody.
Yeah,
proof. Part of justice for someone that is dead is to make sure if they have children, the children do not suffer. That's why you see when people die and the person has only Ray is a good person and the person leaves a child, people contribute for that child's well-being. That is part of justice, but nobody cares about that one. And I keep saying, if Liam belongs to Mohbad, one part of justice is okay, yes, your father suffered, but you will not suffer.
Exactly.
Your father died young, but we'll make sure you don't die young. But nobody's parent. And that's why I made that comment on Conflict page to say, go and do DNA. Because I had seen where the man was saying they wanted to change the like, lawyer Koloko. Maybe because me, I'm a mother. And even as a father, you leave children, you put them in your will because part of why you are alive, part of why you have children is to look after them and for them to cover you. If Liam, and I keep saying if, because I'm not sentimental. Don't, okay, it's audio, it's whatever it is. You said it publicly, but this man came out and said, it's not Wumi, he wants to change lawyers first. Why are you changing lawyers? And now they say, they want to go and get another court order to go to abroad. Like, well, you don't need to go to court.
You see, the thing is, let's actually kind of now that you've mentioned something about going abroad and all that kind of stuff, a number of things we need to also consider is first of all, Ricardo said something key to say Mohbad got to the house alive and that was established. It wasn't established. The fact that he got to the house alive is just the story that he told us. Now, if he got into the house itself alive, did he actually get upstairs into that room alive? We don't know.
But the inquest, the question, when the nurse was interrogated at the inquest by the lawyer,
yes,
he answered affirmatively that she spoke with Mohbad, she treated Mohbad.
So how did the nurse, apart from the fact that she believes she's there to treat somebody, did the nurse ever know anything about Mohbad at that point in time?
That will have, I believe, what is his name? Spending will have. Mohbad is not just anybody.
I don't think so. I think Spending handed over the number, and there was shenanigans about people calling different nurses until eventually someone got through. So Spending is in the doghouse right now because he supplied the number, but it wasn't Spending that made the call. It wasn't the one that made the call. So look, let's look at this thing objectively. Now, me, that don't even know anything about anything, went somewhere to do some IT job to go and repair something. I did not even know let's say, Davido's house. I just went there, I just did something, and then something went wrong, they hit the media, and suddenly everybody is saying the fake IT guy is going to destroy something in Mohbad's house and in Davido's house. Maybe that is when I then get to know, oh, so is Davido, oh, this guy is this, is that. You understand? So at that point in time, the woman is just treating a person, and there wasn't any paperwork in there to indicate that the nurse XYZ, blah, blah, came in to treat Mohbad. So there is nothing established about him being alive when the nurse got there. There's nothing established that him being alive beyond getting into the compound. He may have actually passed. He may have passed on even before he got home.
No, after Mohbad reacted, the nurse called, I think they said he called her cousin or something like that. Then Mohbad, everyone, because she knew that this is trouble. She knew that this is going to be, she called somebody, maybe it's a cousin who is a lawyer as well. Then they have to go to the police station because I have that explanation at Papariano's.
Yeah, but the only thing that is established is that he left the show alive, and that's about it.
That is it. That is what I say. It is established.
That's the only thing that is established. That he left the show alive. That's all.
So yeah, and then if
even that cannot be corroborated. You know why? There was a fight, there wasn't a fight. He was stabbed, there wasn't stabbed.
Yeah.
He bled profusely, did not bleed profusely. Yeah, so wherever the
exactly. That is why I said police are not working on all these narratives.
We don't even know if it was a dead body that left the show. So nothing is established.
And why we are the article. The problem is the 15 people cannot say the same thing. Had it been
they can say the same thing if they have gone into how can I put it, an allegiance, and if the allegiance is that hold on. In a criminal case, on the proven otherwise. in a criminal case, until proven order come together to tell the same story.
No, you know,
So they can come together and tell the same story.
It will get to a point someone will flip. For 18 months, going to 2 years, someone will come out and say something different. This is the same mistake that Damola did, that he has to send this 3-second video to Yomi. Something will happen along that way. Something will just happen. We are experienced. There's no way that they will go. I've heard that story, that narrative, that maybe one would. No, please.
No, let me tell you something. Where there is criminality, you then have criminology, and then a homicide case obviously has all manners of areas that all stones that needs to be turned, from psychotherapy, from psychology, from psychiatry, every aspect of criminology, and any aspect of science, medicine, and all this kind of stuff comes into it. Yeah. So because we are human beings, people can collude. You see, the thing is, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
You know what I want you to know is that this case is different. If there is going to be allegiance or Bayawan Baramule, it's going to be very minimal. Maybe
no.
Let me
house at that point. Hold on. Let me add this to it. If we take Joseph Aloba out of it, if we take Abosede out of it, and we take Blessing out of it, in this case, every single one of them in that house have enough time between Monday and Tuesday to come up with a common story. Do you agree that that is possible?
That is possible based on what they saw.
Carry on.
Yeah, based on what they saw, what happened in their presence. Had it been, it is just only 2 people in that house, maybe Wumi and one other person, maybe who is there, maybe DJ Bami or who is Adura, they can come together and say, okay, let us protect her. But I see no reason why they want to go into allegiance with Wumi. Wumi is nobody.
You see, one thing you need to understand. Stop saying Wumi. See, what people are getting wrong is the whole lot of them are together. It has got nothing to do with protecting Wumi, because unless you want to hold on. Unless your inference is that is Wumi that fired him, at this point in time we don't know who did it.
That is it.
We know they all know how he died, and they are all telling the same story because they are all protecting themselves.
You know, they are the minority to say at this
point. They are not protecting women, they are protecting themselves.
Already made up their mind that
once you agree that that is what you want to do, everybody is protecting themselves.
This is exactly what I'm telling you, sir.
Just making up their mind about who did it without evidence. Bring evidence.
If you say they are protecting themselves, they are telling their story as it is.
What? As agreed. They are telling their stories as agreed, not as it is.
As the situation.
No. Look, the reason why you can never be a lawyer and argue, and you only arguing one-sided. And when the moment people start aligning their thoughts to one side, in the course of law, and you are looking for justice, you will never understand justice if you think that way.
Sir, what I'm saying is, what happened in that house? They all saw it.
You must agree that it is either me or spending or one person. You must agree.
Exactly.
They will not accept you. And that's why you're and that's why you like the job. You are independent in your thinking, which is the right way to think, though. Unless you have evidence, we are 5th, 7th, and people. When you see people, they want to kill themselves. You don't even know. Have you been to the house? Were you there with them? But they will be killing, shaping for their children.
I mean, for people to say they are protecting women, they are not protecting women. They are all because they see the thing is the moment you've agreed to tell a story in a certain way, and everybody's story is consistent, it means that everybody will now protect themselves. It actually means that even lifestyle that has left Nigeria and gone to London is also still lying up till today. Because if he compromises himself, he compromises everybody. If he compromises anyone, he compromises himself.
See, that is like what you have just said. That is where the police stands now, because of the story that everyone has said. Nobody is implicating themselves. Nobody is implicating others. So, we are the one that is outside that are now bringing our own story, bringing different narratives. Wumi pushed Mubad. That is where you're missing running around with that.
Ricardo Prince. If we did not kind of come to assert that to be the case, if we haven't sort of like over translated the 3-second video, this whole thing would have quietened down. So Yomi is still doing the right thing, is doing all the manners, all the right things. And the people that are certain that they believe that in the 10-minute video will tell us that someone is pushed down the side, and that's how they broke their neck. Game on is what I call it. We have to entertain everything. This is criminology. Every assertion, every emotion, every aspect, any stone that is not been turned, that has been unturned. We need to flip it over now, and every narrative is welcome until we sift out what is wrong, what is emotional, what is right, and we don't know what is right. We don't know what is true. We don't know how many lies and fabrications in this game. So we have to entertain everything.
Sir, I understood you. What Yomi was trying to establish after receiving that 3 seconds video, he saw that Wumi was kind of aggressive there. Now, it was established, okay, let me not use that word. They said Wumi fought with Mubad when they got home.
Are you married?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
For long.
Are you Christian, Muslim, or a pagan?
Christian.
Can you hold the Bible and say you've never fought your wife before?
I have. I don't need to hold the Bible.
Carry on.
Yeah.
So let's talk all this narrative about
let me establish.
Out of the doldrum. No, hold on, let me finish this. Yomi wanted to get out of the doldrum. He's now got a preamble to his excuses by saying, even if the 10 minutes video doesn't establish that someone was pushed down the stairs and that's how they fight and broke their neck, according to the text message, then at least we can see that there is something aggressive about Wumi. And so the thing is, when we play to the gallery, when even Mobad himself, who is not a saint, was recording Cynthia and all that kind of stuff with the view to send the recording or talking on the phone to Wumi's mom or auntie or wherever the case may be, that is one-sided at the end of the day, because we don't know what ensued in that relationship. We don't know the type of fight they fight. But the relationship is tumultuous in a way and is toxic in a way and all that kind of stuff. These two people are still in it. They're still in that. That is their relationship.
That's their relationship.
That relationship now. So now sort of like now bring Wumi up and castigate her, because why? The other person in the relationship is fight, is gone. So push that aside. Relationship has its own issue. We're not bringing the relationship into this whole thing to come and now use that to castigate one person that is alive, knowing that even the one that is dead is not a saint.
That is you see, you don't need to ask me to hold the Bible. That is what I'm trying to say. That we don't need this 10 seconds video or 10-hour video, because it's an old video. Zuma was not in the house.
We need it. Don't say we don't need it. We need it. We want to see what's in it. Until we see that video, we don't know whether it was made 3 years ago or whether that is what we are looking for.
Do you know that
we're not ruling anything else?
Do you know that we will still have 1001 video out there between the two of them? We just have only one.
Irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's not useful to
Something
get.
with this one.
Cannot
This
be
one
used
is
in the court
relevant
of
too
law.
because you may want to establish Wumi as
Yomi
an
is
aggressive
not
woman, as a aggressive
establishing
wife.
anything. The only thing Yomi is going to establish that this guy got pushed down the stairs, he broke his neck, according to the text message. And if you can't prove that, then he's brought nothing to the table.
So why is the police not going about, with that narrative? If what is it called? Mohbad was pushed down and he broke his neck, literally meaning he should be dead.
He's done further than that. He has taken Android phone and iPhone to the police. They are doing the forensic. Let him come and tell us the results.
Okay, let us leave that. So
it's not beyond that.
We've got this in a bit of a circus. And you know what? When there's no information, I don't know what I was talking to. When there's no information, people make assumptions. And I don't have a problem with people making an assumption. But when you're making an assumption and you're cursing people and you're dying, you're cursing, you don't share it.
Sorry, let's take this life. Leave
your emotions aside.
Like to
You
seven
don't know,
people.
I don't know. Listen, this to me, and I'll keep saying it.
No,
What
carry on.
that can be established is this, and I'm reading about that. Okay, of all of this now, like I said, unfortunately they buried Mobile too early, right? So some of the things.
7K, please, people. 7K.
Yeah. Or some of the things they could have, gotten, we didn't get it. But one thing we can be sure of, we can find out still, I believe. I don't know. You can still find out whether Itguy has a son. If you want to build a case against the woman, finding out whether that son belongs to him is a good way to start. Because if that son turns out not to be the child of Mohbad, guess what? People will be like, oh, and they look on Mohbad. No, so it will make those people that are sentimental, it will make them really happy. To say, if that child doesn't belong to Mohbad, definitely, yes, we were right all along. But somehow, I can't get over the fact that Baba is not too keen. I'm like, is he so sure that this child doesn't belong to him? Or does he know? Because to me, that's one clue that is easily solved. And then the other thing, like that brother said, you have 15 people in the house. It's possible for one person to say, I want to kill, I push somebody down. And the 15 people will rally around and say, let us support you. Here is Mohbad that bad. That's one way that's making me to suspect, or maybe they did it in secret. Because if you push someone from the top to the bottom, somebody will see something now. People decided to keep quiet. That's wickedness. Is Mohbad really that bad of a person that you want to protect one girl?
that is it.
Do you understand? But anyway, who knows? Maybe they all went out for a split second and then in the split, because I've played different scenarios. Maybe they went to smoke cigarettes and then within that 5 minutes, we quickly pushed him down, pushed him back up. I don't know, it sounds crazy. No, you have to think about it. Because
Exactly. That is the line I'm thinking of. That is the line.
Let's put a bit of icing on the cake. Yeah.
The IT guy, sir. Let me. You see, there are a lot of narratives, and then I was thinking, why should all these group not come together and pick one of all the narrative? They said initially Wumi cooked for Mohbad. At the end, we now saw that Adura is the one that cooked it. And I was on already this platform, and then they were saying, what about the person that served? They say,
but you know what they were looking for? What they were looking for was this lady on behalf of Joseph Aloba. Unfortunately for them, when the narrative got clear, it was clear that it was Adura that actually did the cooking, not Wumi.
Yeah. So, and then they were asking, what about the person that served it?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, what they were trying to establish is that the person that served it might have poisoned it before it gets to the bag. That's what they're trying to establish.
Sorry. Within my own opinion, allegedly, I believe Yomi has
hold on. Very wicked lady. You are echoing badly.
Really?
Mike, you are
echoing. Let me off my music. They are playing music on my brother.
Yeah, you are echoing.
Right. So, like I was saying, let us come together and I'm not a part of them. Let them come together and pick one thing that killed Mohbad. Is it the loss? Is it the pushing down? Is it
No. It is not us that is going to come together to establish that.
Yeah, let them pick one. Let them pick one. The police.
You can't control the public emotion and the public narrative. We're going to be.
They are going about
remember, let's add one thing to it. Let's add the fact that they all have bumps on their faces. Their faces are swollen. Even the boys that announced it, the three of them seems like they've gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. And at the same time, we still saw the same thing, but the women supporters are saying because she's been crying overnight and all that kind of stuff, that's why her face was swollen. So if her face is swollen and the face of all the three boys that announced the death is swollen, who exactly fought who? What happened? Were they compromised in a way? The people bombed it. When they got to the house, were people waiting for them? Was it an ambush? Is that sort of like the beginning of the old shenanigans? The people that ambushed them, could they have actually inflict a lot of pain on Mobile to a point where they've been threatened to keep quiet? Because that is another analogy.
This is where Yomi failed really bad. He said the neighbor has a CCTV camera thing. So it's only the neighbor that, because if there was an ambush the night before, that they cried, and then the next day they all decided to tell the story. And what happened to the CCTV of the neighbor? Is there no estate CCTV that will have captured the ambush that happened? But
then that was compromised by Yomi himself.
Thank you.
100%.
I have my background.
I had what he said that the CCTV, but that the CCTV had real big evidence that it will even shake the whole of Lagos. I was actually excited about it. So, maybe the Lagos unfortunately.
Okay, welcome.
So allegedly, my opinion and with the analysis I've done about my own opinion about Yomi, allegedly is that I think Yomi has pulled that video and Mohbad did not find in that video. So he decided to just keep quiet and just decided to go after Adura so badly. But what I'm saying right now is that he just wants to pin Adura down by saying Adura is lying, that is not the real video. Like he really wants that video to be what finds Mohbad. And when the police showed Yomi the video they provided, he sees in that video Mohbad did not die.
That's wickedness. If you want to pin somebody that lost their brother and you're not trying to pin the brother, that's wickedness. If he's doing that, that's really bad. I mean, the guy has lost a brother. Because that's one of the things I was even thinking. Adura was in that house and Mohbad was looking after Adura. Even if the rest of them collude to kill Mohbad, or not kill, but maybe conspire to do something evil, will your brother not say something? This is why all of this is funny to me. Like, you have a brother, you will not be in the house, you will not fire up. Will you not be the first person to shout, Oloreni, my benefactor you've killed? Yeah. But if Yomi has indeed seen that video, that means it's more wicked than I think. Because honestly, I'm sorry, for me, like I said, logic. When Yomi came up, or somebody was saying, but this guy's messed up Baba Gesha's case. People are like, we're talking about Mohbad, we're talking about Baba Gesha. If you want to give me clothes, let me look at your the one you are wearing. Let me look at what you have done before. Like when you see some people, if there's a case of fight somebody, you look for the angel that's really been fighting on that kind of case and they always win. So that, because that means they have the wherewithal, they have the capacity. If it's maybe somebody stole your money, as bad as very dark man, some people will not like him. If it's maybe about cream selling now, because that was what brought him to limelight, and you go to very dark man, people will not blame you because this guy has had experience before. That's why they went to it. But this brother Yomi, I'm probably older than me. He was saying, I remember then when Baba Gesha's case happened, he was saying that the person that the court has agreed is an underage, is not an underage. So he wants to get a lawyer or somebody's son. Like, how can the whole court sit down and you that you're not even a lawyer? You are insisting that the lawyers are lying, that the court is lying, or the whole justice system, and you want to go and bring a son. Do you know that guy collected money? He did nothing. So that's why I'm like, even if you want to give it to an NGO or somebody, it's not this Yomi man, because his antecedents doesn't tally that one, he doesn't have experience in this area. Two, one time he came out to support somebody publicly, he messed up big time. Why are you putting your trust in him? But people, I mean, people are
And
entitled.
so as I was saying,
Their own opinions, huh?
as I was saying, that is really wicked. But it is because Yomi has noticed Adura that Adura is not that active in this case. And Adura is supposed to be the person that is supposed to be very active, agitative, even more than Bababo than anybody. Because it should be like my brother. He should be like Adura is not active. So I will not even blame Yomi in pinning Adura down because he has went so silent to the extent of you are seeing somebody pinning you down and you are not still active with it because he is among the conspiracy of what's going bad. So I think Adura gives Yomi that.
No, listen. For me, I've observed.
No, I'm just saying my opinion. I'm just saying my opinion.
No, but
what I've observed.
Just because Adura is quiet, because like I say, I observe and I'm very. You know, we are not the same kind of people. Even this mobile later found out that he had some issues, that he would just go quiet. And if his brother is dead, he's gone quiet. That's what I don't know. But for what I've seen about that guy, he needs to be looked after. He needs to get himself together first. If he's not a person that talks, do you know we have different personalities? You understand? If he's not somebody that talks, unless something really happened, and maybe he has spoken to somebody in private.
Okay, ma.
You understand? But I'm not suspecting that everything we should read that is not some word that almost
let me you. You know, Hadura, even though he's that quiet, you should not show your phone out and allow
people.
That's what I'm
saying that he probably has
so he's not more quiet. He really has something to do with it. You should not be that stupid and daft.
Yeah, but he's not that
we are using social media these days. If you can allow people to impersonate, you are so silent. That is not because he's silent, but it is because
actually
but you can sing.
It took them. It took.
Because for me, I'm saying that they really want to sing Nigeria that go down. If they continue, if you keep, because he has keep quiet in the day mobile that's fine till dead. That means he has something in it. If not, why can't he posted that video?
Very wickedly. You see, the whole situation at this point in time is that if you look at this thing critically, whichever way you look at it, and how they've approached Yomi, it's not straightforward. And because it's not straightforward, and you know that there's no two ways about the fact that the moment a measure of criminality comes into a homicide case, everybody supporting you will implore you to keep quiet. And Adura deserves the right to keep quiet, just as Wumi said she owes the public no explanation for the period of time she maintained her silence. And the whole process, Adura was being protected. I don't even know, where is Princess White today? Carrie White. Carrie White was the one that was protecting Adura in those days, obviously, allegedly protecting Adura and Mama Adura at the same time as she was on Camp Wumi and until they fell out. So yes, people will have a reason to want to keep quiet. And I think that sometimes you can have a situation where if they want to put in why they will keep quiet, because to play, and Yomi will account for all the lies is lied, and maybe along the line we will find out that Yomi is indeed watched the video. It's his greed, obviously, is actually taking over the good work is done, or the work is doing, all the good lies he's been telling us. We don't know which is which, because I haven't seen any good work in this man. CCTV, 10 minutes that we are looking for.
I disagree with you. For Adura to be quiet. Reason why I disagree with you is because let's forget about the aspect of the lawyer advising.
Carry on.
Okay, let's forget the aspect of the lawyer advising, his legal team advising. What is the feelings of the blood brother, your one and only celebrity brother, the only Ogo in your family? Where is that feeling? Even though they have you, in fact, if they are tying you down, you're supposed to be exploding. I am expecting Adua to be in the situation where Tekin was thanking. Because if you see the way, let's forget about lawyer, legal thing. If you see the way practice was agitative, even I was like, hey, family, mom, bad. Where is the feelings from Adura? Let's forget about where is the feelings of the brother, my blood brother. Where is that feeling? Adura is let me call him Gen Z. He should be very more active. Let's forget about the advice things to do. It is the thing to do in this case, and Adura is the one giving Yomi power. Adura is the one allowing people to use his name and giving more Yomi more relevant.
Very wicked lady.
Yes,
I am of another impression that the family have agreed a very long time ago for Adura and Blessing to stay off the media, to stay off the public and not speak. And I think they're still maintaining that protection up till now to make sure that they don't speak, because if they go public and start opening platform and joining platform to start speaking, a lot of lies they've told in the past will come out. So I think it is one of those things where you want this, because even when they did the Abuja situation with Perkins and Ayami Nkade and all that kind of stuff, you would have expected the family to be there in their droves, the sister to be there, the brother to be there. When Yomi did his rally, you would have expected the entire Aloba family to be there to support Yomi. But because they've got something to hide, because they're still protecting the public from actually knowing what really happened, and because they've compromised months now, they've immersed themselves in a lot of shit. Collecting money, they've collected the money, they've collected blood money, danger money, and they are now in a position where Adura's voice and Blessing's voice will be suppressed, whether you like it or not. So, I can understand the emotions, I can understand the aspect of, fighting for justice and for the entire family to come out and get this family. They are divided from Wumi to Baba, from Baba to Mama, from Mama to children, from Joseph Aloba telling us all sorts of lies about he's not in contact with Adura, Adura is not my son, and then you came out and you say, if Yomi has found something, as far as you're concerned, for now, he did say in a statement, he said, for now, Yomi will do everything. So when he said for now, it means when it suits him, when he's ready to protect Adura, he will protect Adura, which he did. And not
He
only
never
that,
said
is
so.
Zomo. Zomo is also something like a child to him. He came out and jumped to come and protect Zomo. The same way he's protecting Adura and Blessing. The same way I've been shouting and screaming, why is Joseph Aloba protecting Blessing and Adura? Why is this stopping them from talking? And people will say, oh, they've not been talking. It's a lie. They have been talking. They have agreed for Adura and Blessing to keep quiet. Carry on, very wicked lady. Dolly P?
Okay. Let me carry on.
Okay.
You see, I see that. I understand why Baba has to come and defend you. You know the reason why I understand why Baba needs to come and defend Zomo is because we should not even be mentioning Zomo in this case. Even though we may mention Zomo, we should not be mentioning Zomo because Zomo has never slept in that new house for once. She moved back man.
Allegedly,
and I believe that with proof of Zomo and many evidence. Even Baba and Father, Zomo has never slept in that house for once. She moved back man. So why are we mentioning Zomo?
Because Zomo is an adopted child. That's why we're mentioning Zomo. Because to protect.
That is why I'm saying I understand why Baba came out to come and protect Zomo. Because Zomo is not even in the house at all.
Allegedly.
No, not allegedly. This one is not allegedly. It is fact. When she allegedly, I think I believe that. If you don't believe, but for me, my own opinion, it is not allegedly. So if somebody is not in the house, are you saying he is in another place and he shot
are you saying he's not in the house, or are you saying
he has never been in that new house? He has never been in the
That's exactly what we need to say. Never.
So why are we mentioning Zomo? It is what time over? Why are we mentioning Zomo?
We are mentioning Zomo. because between Yomi and Wumi, they placed Zomo somewhere between the two of them.
Okay, and that is why Yomi is a liar. We should not take him serious. I am not taking him serious because Zomo was not in the house when Mohbad died. What he wants Yomi to do is what find Mohbad, not what happened before Mohbad. So mentioning Zomo even by Yomi, I'm seeing it as unprofessional by Yomi because Zomo is not in that house. So how come we'll be linking
Because Yomi was desperate.
Yes.
It was desperation.
That's true. So why mentioning Zomo's name? He's not there. He's not in the house. He never followed them to the house. So why are we mentioning his name? That one is just making it to get a lot of money and to be making money out of me. I did not believe Yomi, and I don't see any successful thing coming from him from the beginning to the end. He has been too many court cases. He has not won anything.
Look,
so,
I need Yomi supporters are listening to you to come and engage.
They can come peacefully.
I need Yomi supporters to come up. Don't sit in the comment section. If you support Yomi, please come up.
You will not fellow.
Engage.
Mr. Yomi's life is in danger, Joe.
So that this time around, they will run to Russia. Is Russia?
Fellow, which is even worse. So how can you run away from water? Fellow. I'm sorry, you have said it before. Brother is an actor.
Of course, he's an actor. He's writing it. Is all he's doing is actually just.
I can't believe he will come out and say that the police are working the police, and then now you say fellow. I'm like,
he's using different scripts. He's using different scripts as it suits him.
Oh different my God, I couldn't even laugh. I was like, are you for real? Fellow. What exactly have you done? You've not uncovered anything tangible. Anyway, but maybe I don't know, Sha.
You something technical, something legal, and what you're gonna do? You will now bring tradition and custom into it. Ominofelo. What does that mean? We have to get diabolical. We also get diabolical in this case, and then use that. When you collected money is tangible. When you use the money to buy 2 phones, iPhone and Android, to give to the police, it's tangible. Now you're telling us they are doing forensics. Now give us results. You are now shaking. Your voice is shaking. 1 minute you don't support the inquest. Another minute you support the inquest. What is the inquest got to do with you? They cannot entertain any NGO so far or any foundation so far. It's too late for you to sort of like engage with anybody. You don't have lawyers, even though you claim you do. They are trying to collect money and what that will call Lattice platform to get you a lawyer. And then they say it's a public they want to get you. Jerry got in there and started publicizing a megaphone for you, for the public to come together, for all the hosts on all the platforms come together and join. Who wants to join a thief? Yomi, who wants to join you, your foundation? You are a thief. We don't have your trustees. We don't know your mission. We don't know your vision. You don't have a website. You only just need to go and say you are active. If you are active, the only thing your activity is all about is for the authorities and the system to make sure that you are not doing money laundering or you are not being supported by Boko Haram or any engineering sort of any form of unrest or selling guns and buying all this kind of stuff in Nigeria. That's a different process. So that you are showing that you are active doesn't mean you are not a thief. Because you've already said you're not accountable to anybody about anything. A shady practice under a black cap. And then at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You're going to come up with a movie and say Placenta 2, or it's going to be Justice for Mohbad Reloaded or Loaded. Which one is it? Loaded, obviously, because you're going to live here with loot. Your comrade's bank account and all the money you are sharing on your platform that we can see. You guys are beginning to even argue about money on your own platform live. You guys have already started sharing money on your platform. The same thing they do on Lattice's platform. Onile and Lattice are arguing publicly, sharing money, collecting 10%, and you are just greedy. 100% is what you are collecting. 100%. Yeah, and then he didn't lie, he didn't report and all that kind of stuff. You carry a sack of money on your shoulder, straight to your bank account. You go to your villa in Abeokuta, you run to the police, you jump in bed, police, what am I going to tell my public today? Police will say this, okay, abuse us small. They will even tell him, abuse us small, so that it doesn't seem as if you are criminal. So, if you are criminals about 80%, abuse us 20%. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, we are happy. And he will come to his platform and come and concoct all sort of nonsensical story. If you haven't given us that 10 minutes, and you are now inferring that, even if it doesn't show that it was pushed down, his neck is breaking, at least it will show you prove that the wife is aggressive. Is you that you have been divorced once in your life? Were you not aggressive to your wife? Were you not a woman beater and a woman abuser? Have you not fought your wife before? Why do you want to come and assassinate somebody? You live in a glass house. You are throwing stones, Yomi. If we have to go out there and go and look for information, we will see information is easy. We Google it, we see how you bastardize your ex-wife, how you gave her black eye and all this kind of nonsense. We could find that. We can link it to you, even if it's not there, we can make it up. So be careful. What sort of nonsense are you going to come and tell us if he doesn't see it?
Or is it one baby mama? If he was that good, they would not believe in him. His first wife ran away like 10 years or 11 years, 12 years ago.
Tell me about it.
And then he had the other one that was Oyinbo. That one too.
Yes, that he used to collect paper. He used that one to collect paper.
Last year. The baby mama was the one cursing him last year because he was trying to use that one to say she gave out his details to the people that wanted to buy in. So Yomi is not the best person to talk about an aggression.
Talk about relationships. Come on. No. You should not even go and make movie about relationships because he will be lying.
Yomi. If your idea is it's not easy. Money is scarce outside. Let him cash it. Let him cash his money. He has his own fans. Let them give him money.
Let them give him money. But whilst he's collecting the money, let him minimize the lies. Minimize the lies.
Lies they go look power, man. Lies look power.
Listen. We are not supporters and godolites here. And because we are not godolites and sort of like nitwits, we are not nitwits here.
You were saying earlier that if he's not careful, his career will go down. Does he have a career again? When was the last time he asked him? When was the last time you saw him back? He doesn't have a career.
Unless you are a shallow wit, as in nitwit, a shallow wit. You will believe that this guy has got career in the entertainment industry. The guy cannot see for somewhere to extort money, whether it's Baba Idesha. He should have a website. His website should be able to end the foundation. I've done this work. This is what I did. If I did not advocate on behalf of Baba Idesha, they would have sent him down 15 years. The work I did for it to be reduced. Some of the stupid story is telling to his godlites and his shallow wits followers.
Those people say, let the man shallow wits. Let cash out in peace. Story or law. Let him cash out in peace. He doesn't have a career. Acting is not working. Let Mohbad work for him at least. Acting is not working.
Remember, what Yomi doesn't know right now. You know when Mohbad slapped Gorexi, you can see now Gorexi is now talking. Good morning, my people. I am back to say. They will say, Gorexi, please don't stretch yourself. Talk small. No. I have to talk. This time around. Maybe it's his nyash. Is that his big fat nyash? That Mohbad will just share a year. It will just act on the Bambeala. It will just become Bambeala in Lagos and be crawling on the road and begging for money because what it owo danger. Oh my Bambeala, Mohbad will knock him.
Did you know that Mohbad already
knock him Bambeala?
Mohbad already told them the ground that they buried him before, if they try to bury him there again, it is contaminated. This guy is a honest entertainer and entertainer.
He's a scriptwriter.
He said the water and the blood has contaminated the land. So That's why people are cashing out. Where did cash out?
No,
Joe?
there is no such thing. There is no such thing as romancing anti-justice to castigate Yomi. If you want to support Yomi, come up. If you really believe that Yomi has anything to offer us other than stealing money, and you are his brother, and you are a solicitor, you are his advocate, you are a supporter, click that button and come up and come and speak. Don't sit down as a girl as a supporter, as a nitwit typing rubbish in the comment section. You are allowed to come and express yourself in there, but when you do it respectfully. If you believe people are anti-justice, we have taken, the scientists, we have accepted that we are anti-justice a very long time ago, before even the critical thinkers are now anti-justice. Because now the only person that is looking for justice is Joseph Aloba, who doesn't want anybody to fight for justice for his son anymore. You see? So what sort of selective justice is he looking for? So if you are a shallow wit, the emperor, the empress, the gladiator and the gladiatress and all them kind of people, can you imagine? Can you imagine how shallow wits, how shallow these people can get? Vengeance will be there, talking pure nonsense. Vengeance actually sounds like a human being that dropped off the ass of Comfy. Comfy is Comfy that actually shits vengeance. And that's the reason why they are rolling in poto. Rolling in poto. And some of the people that will come and call themselves scientists, who I will have to forgive them, will come. And also, one other a very incredible number of them have jumped into bed with Yomi. And nobody is asking this guy, give us this 10 minutes video. And if you can give us the 10 minutes video, then at least we will say you have achieved something. You see, this is where we are, following people blindly, and then you can come to other people's platform and say, we are entertaining anti-justice. So we are all anti-justice now, and we agree that we're all anti-justice. Can you tell me the justice your Baba Aloba is looking for? Can you tell me the justice your Baba Aloba is actually being able to seek? Can you tell me the justice that his lawyers have been able to achieve? And can you tell me the justice they've achieved, Wema, Access, and Go Fraud Me? What? Just anything. And then you need yourself. What have they achieved? Apart from noise. Apart from noise. African TV, good morning to you. They have asked for it and they will get it. They will get it.
Please,
they will get
go for me with justice. Money in Baba's for releasing EP is all part of justice.
I am Mohbad's dad. You are now fighting people that are fighting for justice for your son. You, on your own, single-handedly, you've detached
because
yourself
you are now one that you now return that you are crying.
Critical thinkers. You went independent. You now
you have
been
inside your house. You
can now just start shade me. A little bit of money you collect, you send some money to come, and then shameless woman get out there. You come for Joseph Aloba. After 18 months, you are still saying if you come from Joseph Aloba, you come for me. You supported your meat on Ruri, this platform. You guys did all your shenanigans. You got all your lions. You got all your universe.
Because they did not give you
absolutely everything
they never
you can get in that course. Now that you guys are now collecting, you're now seeing things are not working your way. Everything is going to Yomi. What did you do? You are back out again. It's time. Our time is now. Money no enter. It's time for us to go out there and go and collect more money for Joseph Aloba, our daddy, our justice daddy, our daddy Gio. our daddy Gio that cannot even interpret any quote that he displays in the Bible. He will go in there, read a verse, he can't interpret it. He will go in there, he will come up with an idiom in the Yoruba custom or tradition. He can't interpret it. And holy is just written all over their house, their bone, achi, oloju fio. And the one that is lost weight, sitting down there fighting, praying. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó mú mi, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó mú mi, àmì. Àwọn wèrè, èyí tí wọ́n sọ ó ti pọ̀ jù, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa lọ, Olúwa Olódùmarè, àwọn anti-justice yìí, àwọn scientists yìí, kó má pa mí, kó má gbé mi sẹ́wọ̀n o, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ, èyí tẹ́ sọ́ ti tó, àwọn ní pátákùpá, àwọn baálẹ̀ o, àwọn baálẹ̀ orí afẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀ gbà wá lọ́wọ́ wọn o, Olúwa Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè, àmì, ẹ̀dáwó, ẹ fún mi láyọ̀, ẹ fún mi universe. Ìwọ Joseph Aloba, you then come out and you rain curses on yourself.
No, the curse now you.
One that is
Yeah, the IT guy now you get the curse because the one you have been insulting him since.
You can still
now you get the curse.
And that is.
You people are very self-centered. You people will come out and insult this man, insult. Now why that should not know they cry up and down?
I mean, if he has common sense, is it so shallow that he doesn't even is cursing himself?
Hello, IT guy, take exception. What do you mean common sense? You don't buy millions, you're saying common sense. Common sense is that money stacking, man. Forget about common sense and logic and empathy. People are gullible. Honestly, God, apart from maybe you have the mind of God, if people are so silly to buy your lies, man, you will keep selling it.
Good morning, African TV.
I don't blame them.
Good morning, everyone.
Let's have you. Justice for
African, sorry, I want to say African TV. The IT guy, briefly, yeah? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, commenters, good morning, panelists, and good morning, the host. I've been hearing you for a few minutes now, yeah? What I want to say, yeah? Well done to you. Yeah? Well done. You nail it, okay? You, for the first time, I have come to your platform, not to challenge you, but to agree with you of everything you have just touched. You know what you did? You touched your me side, you touched Baba side, you touched all of them. You did not excluded anyone.
Did he touch Wumi or them?
He touched everyone. He touched Wumi side. Each of them are doing. I'm a Baba supporter. I'm a Yomi supporter. But when whatever you have been saying, it's real. It's true. You're making me laugh here since I've just been laughing. I couldn't start laughing.
She be Yomi supporter.
Really the truth needs to be said. But you see, when you are dealing with people, I remember there was a time you were on Yomi, you were supporting Yomi. There was a time as well you were attacking Baba. I will attack you when you attack Baba. When you attack Yomi, I will attack you. But when I saw everything now, you are making sense with everything you are saying. Why will I be attacking you or fighting you? Because you are making sense. Let's see what these people are doing. I'm still their supporter. I'm not against Yomi. I'm not against Baba. But really, let's be real. Kudos to you. Well done. Because if you keep doing this, you are challenging everyone to sit up and do the right thing. Because you can tell from the way you are saying that, yeah, each of them. But if you see the group that they say they belong to this Baba, and some group that say they belong to the Yomi, they will be attacking you here now. Me and Bush, I'm one of their
group. I invited for my platform. I invite everybody. And when I put my effort into play, I included everybody, including Africans, including my own lady, everybody.
You did not go
everybody
for
had a role to play. We all have a role to play. So if we see it as it is, let's not exclude anybody.
Why are you not talking about
me? If you see it as it is, say it. We're still giving them benefit of that. Let's see what they can still do. We are still watching them. Well, let's see. But at the end of the day, you are saying something, you are making sense with everything you have been analyzing. You are making sense with your analysis. So I have no problem with you at all. Thank you so much. Because more you do this, the more they will realize that, okay, where am I failing at? Why am I not really doing this? Why am I not doing this? No matter excuses you can give, but you still need to do. to show us that you are doing something with everything you are doing.
In this social justice, there is no saint in this situation.
No saint.
And there are so many
devils. Perfect as well. So why will I be against you now for seeing the wrongdoing of each of the people, the two people I've been supporting? You're seeing wrongdoing of them, or you feel you are criticizing them, I will come and attack you for that? Does not make sense.
Right, they are welcome. They are welcome.
The certain group of whether the critical think or whatever they name, they call themselves, that they are more intelligent or nonsense things they are. If they are here now, they will be fighting you. Why are you talking about Baba? They just don't want you to see.
They are welcome. They can use the
mistake of Baba. They don't want you to see the mistake of Yomi. Huh? They want you to just see them as perfect people.
Please, my people, sorry,
just leave them like that.
Please,
to just be perfect. They go.
Let's take it to 10K. If we're enjoying the show, let's take it to 10K.
I will be here listening at the background. Kudos. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, African TV. What say you? What say you?
I don't know the name to give you. Good morning, IT man. I don't know what name to
my brother.
Maybe I'll call you very wicked man.
I will take that.
Very wicked man and very wicked lady on the same platform. You want make these people go get heart attack?
Oh, well, it's all part of it. That's where the
way you have dropped all the bombs, I think they'll be hiding their faces. But let me start with one of the shocking parts of this movement for me. The most shocking part is when my brother, the scientist, Paparano, when he has completely failed to see the truth and stay on the path of truth. That part beats me, and I'm still trying to analyze Paparano to find out what does he know that we don't know, that he keeps promoting a fraudster.
First thing we need to do about Paparano is because he is been very accommodating and very neutral. If you need to say anything about him and he's not here to defend himself, you can just be quick and just say whatever, because there's nothing you want to say about Paparano that we don't know. But it may not be perfect, just like everybody else. And sometimes he compromises himself. But one thing I like about him is he corrects himself. He actually always stands to be corrected, and he comes out to correct certain things. Sometimes he apologizes indirectly, but he's no saint. But if there are wrongdoing, say because he is neutral, in my own opinion, he accommodates everybody on his platform just the same way I do. And sometimes his platform may be used for, or he allows his platform to be used for whatever it is, and there's always going to be a preamble to it. There's always going to be an intention to it. And one thing I like about Paparano is that he's very intentional, very, very intentional. And because he opens his platform longer than most people, and his advocacy has been one of the best we've had. If we had a very dark man outside in the world, Paparano is our very dark man on justice for Mohbad. Yes, his platform, African television, may not suit the narrative lately, may not actually suit your liking, but I will want to believe that you have to allow people to talk about you. You have to allow people to talk against you. You have to allow people to talk for you, because you are a mega, you have a mega presence here. Your personality doesn't even need to amplify itself. I mean, it's elevated every day when people say positive things about you. It's elevated every day when people say negative things about you. And because we don't want to compromise ourselves, Paparano is the only one left out of all the people we started off together, out of all the comrades that come to his platform to learn how to use TikTok in the littlest way. He was the one that encouraged Supreme Iron Lady when she was Aries to open her own platform. And up till today, he accommodates Aries. He accommodated Joseph Aloba and Muiwa on his platform. accommodated Gurexi. People have defected away from him. They've tried very hard to bring him down. He still survives up till today. So we cannot talk about Paparano, but we can also talk about Paparano. We can keep it brief and just move on. And think that because of what he stands for is so key to all of us. And whether you are anti-justice, a socialite, a socialist, a capitalist, or whatever, communist, or whatever it is you're on this platform, I don't think Paparano can disappear off your platform without someone mentioning him, whether it's in the comment section. And we just need to congratulate you, African Television. We congratulate Aries, we congratulate Jerry, congratulate Buki Jesse, congratulate Yeye Kudi, congratulate Bossman and Comrade Moses, Latisne, Comfy. You see, we'll congratulate ourselves first because we are still here. The entire one of us are still here. So we congratulate ourselves. There's no two ways about the fact that people are compromised and people will come to platform to want to compromise you. Paparano is a very clever guy who will entertain you, but he's always very intentional, whether he allows something to be said negatively or positively about you, African Television. He's been your supporter, an avid supporter of you, and it's been the same thing as your, I don't know, between Paparano and myself, who is your number one critic, whether it's both of us 50-50 or collectively carrying the trophy, you know, one arm of the trophy on the other side and this side and the rest of it. So yeah, we need to be very, very careful when we want to bring something like that into play. So I will allow you to start again. Don't apologize at all for what you've said so far, but I'd like you to just carry on and just be mindful and be careful. I don't want anything to leave my platform to descend into anything out there that will create animosity, enmity, misunderstanding, confusion, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to hand over the mic to you. Don't apologize, but carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, IT. This is an open forum, and part of the strength of this movement is those of us that are able to speak the truth without fear of any recourse. I'm not speaking of Paparano in a negative or condescending light. I'm speaking of Paparano as a brother. And if you remember, I said, I don't know what happened to my brother. And if I call you a brother, I mean it regardless of the fact that we're not blood related. You know, in the brotherhood of justice, I'm disappointed that for this long, Paparano is allowing a fraudster to be promoted on his platform. And maybe we that think that he's a fraudster, maybe we are wrong. But Paparano has not been able to justify his position. And, you know, Paparano is a very strong personality in this movement, and especially on this Black app. So when somebody, you know, like they say, give to Caesar what is Caesar. When I see you as a strong man, I expect very little mistakes from you because you're human. But my opinion now is that this thing has gone too far. It is very glaring that Ikebe Super has failed completely in producing any evidence that can be used to get mobile justice. Ikebe Super has succeeded in diverting the focal point of justice and turned it into a monetary, personal, financial, and vindictive. Ikebe Super has turned it into a mess. You know, we have the mess of the family that we're trying to sort out. We have the messy situation with the 15 friends or whatever. Sorry, can you hear me? Two calls came back to back. Can you hear me, IT?
Sorry,
Because two calls came back to back. Can you hear me, IT?
you're echoing African TV. You fix your echo. Whatever it is you're doing, come back. Yeah, you are echoing. Okay, so where were we? Let's see who wants to come up. Let's see. Let's bring people up because we need people to come up and keep the conversation going.
Good morning, sir. Good morning,
Africa TV, you will
everyone.
be chief.
Good morning. What can I say? My young lady, my own fashionable fashionista. No, you need to loan me some of all this your fashion item. You need to advertise the men version.
I do try my best to just make my heart,
You need the men version. No? You are putting pepper in my eyes when I see you wear the female version, and you are not telling us where to get the male version. Welcome. Good morning. Speak, my lady. Speak.
Yeah, good morning, sir. No, actually, I wanted to tell African TV to just, talk without having to call people names, It's not called for. You might not like what they are doing at the moment, but the ends will tell. It's always good to give people benefit of a doubt, Yes, just let them do them. And we are hoping that, whatever efforts they brought to this justice for Mohbad won't be in vain. I know it's been difficult for Yomi. He's not my cup of tea, but I know it's been very difficult for him to get that 10-minute video, and because, of course, we saw the way the government are, not actually doing their best at present. But then again, it's still the same government we have to rely on to give us this justice. I'm sure this is the reason why he is still trying to dance to their tune. But I'm hoping that he have a lot up his sleeve in the sense that strategies to challenge them in the future so that this justice is served. So therefore, we mustn't throw jabs at anyone. Everyone are entitled to the way they do their things. We are all different human beings. I was on the platform this morning, I was attacked, people saying that I am attacking Baba, but I'm not attacking him. If you're as a justice seekers, you ask questions, and those questions might not go down well with you because at the end of the day, truth is bitter. So if I hit the nail on the head where it pains you, you just have to now come back and re-strategize and then tell me how, you're supposed to deal with the situation. Not all this charade they are doing on the internet. It's not called for, because come on, their behavior at the moment is worth questioning. And because we are questioning the behavior doesn't mean that we are better than them. We are just trying to tell them that sit tight and the purpose you are here for, let it be seen. And we want you to achieve that purpose. Don't deviate to something else, So I think that is all I have to say this morning. And I love everyone. I'm not a hater, I'm a lover. Even to same goes to African TV. I'm not his hater, but his lover. So you need to try and talk without having to throw jabs. That's all I came to say.
Yeah, I mean, you've said, you've made a lot of critical points, solemn points and germane points, and they are sacrosanct because I believe that if you come to a platform, you need to, first of all, be subtle, you need to be gentle. Anything you want to say, you need to kind of do it constructively, you see. You go gun blazing. You shouldn't go gun blazing all the time. When I started the show this morning and all that kind of stuff, I did my monologue for as long as I did until I was thirsty. I did it to a point where I needed some water or coffee or whatever the case may be. But I will touch all the ground. I'm not scared to move all the grounds, even if we go all the way to federal capital in Nigeria, we go all the way to state governor, and go all the way to DPP and the Nigerian police. We do it in a way where we are all in it together. We are all trying to achieve the same goal. Some people have not been instrumental. They haven't done things in accordance to the law. They haven't done things in accordance to their offices. They have been lame. They have been slow. And then they've allowed shenanigans and distraction to ensue in the entire process. We can't correct it. We can't change people. We can't reshape people. but something we can do 18 months, 19 months on, we can reshape our minds, reshape our thinking, reshape how we engage, how we dialogue. There's a lot of common sense we can instill in the whole process, and let's make common sense uncommon if we need to, and let's make it common if we have to. At the end of the day, nobody is going to kind of teach you how to align your thoughts and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't come gun blazing and you are constructive and you don't stay steadfast and stick with, I won't even. I mean, for me, I can throw daggers at Yomi and say big bomb and all that kind of stuff. But I still address him as Yomi. If I'm going to address Mr. Aloba as a thief, I will still address him as Mr. Joseph Aloba. And if you come to this platform and you want to talk about Yomi, just mention his name, mention his foundation name, or whatever the case may be. If you want to shade him, you can drop an alias, but don't stick with the alias and use the alias to actually be a brush to be painting him, so that people don't take that whatever you are saying somewhere else. But I can shade you and I can throw alias at you, but I will steadfast. In a way, I'll be steadfast to ensure that I address you as who you are so that they know who I'm talking about. Why? Because if people are listening for 5 minutes and I'm talking about Yomi Fabi, I will have to make sure they know that it's him I'm talking about. If it's African TV, it's the same thing. Because African TV also needs to sort of like know that he lives in a glass house. Just imagine if every time I mention African TV, I keep mentioning 70-30. He won't be happy. You will not be happy. If anytime I want to talk about Supreme Iron Lady and I say Ashawo, 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 she won't be happy, you see? So those kind of thing is that if you want to throw shade, drop the alias is not a problem. Just like yesterday when Very Wicked Lady said something about Black Widow. And some people are saying for someone to drop because I said, look, if you want to drop. If she says Black Widow, we know what it means, but we know why she's saying it. And if she's going to carry on saying it that way, some of us actually champion that, even though we don't come out to support it. But if she's shading and she wants to shade, if you don't like the shading, drop off and go to the platform where they're going to do it. I think comment section, someone is saying, Temi's platform, hold on, African TV. Temi's platform, I've engaged with them before. I've seen that they are just wasters. They are just commoners, Pythagoras, Temi, and the rest of them. And the ones that are sensible, they come to my platform. What was the one lady was there yesterday? We had a very good conversation. And there's another lady and a number of them come to this platform and we have dialogue. So if you go to your platform and use your platform to shade my platform, to kind of like disrespect me and disrespect my platform, that's okay. I'm not going to come to your platform, Timmy. I've blocked all your people, yourself, Pythagoras, and the rest of all the one that way carrying all this CH logo. And they keep coming to this platform. And if you drop something, and then you tag the IT guy in it normally, and I click on it, and you are using that CH logo. As soon as I see that bloody logo, I block your ass, I block your grandmother, I block Temi, I block every Temi's platform, I block Pythagoras, I block all your families of the Pokojaye. I block all the family that are using Wumi to monetize. They are using Wumi to make money. They are using Wumi to fraud people. It's on the same Temi's platform that 205 million naira went missing. And this Temi is in collusion with the said woman that ran away with everybody's money. And up till today, they still open that platform. Their ass was open when Princess White defected from their platform, went to MFM. All their secrets is out in the open. Why are you angry about my platform? Me, I am not a TikToker. Me, I am fella Nicola Pokuti. I am fella Nicola Pokuti, but this one is alive. And there is nothing anybody can do to me. There is no shading you can drop. There is no name calling you can call. Me, I am accomplished in my life. I am accomplished as an IT guy, and if that is troubling you guys, take your wahala to the grave of your grandmother, the grave of everybody in your lineage, for the grave of even the children that you haven't born. From now on, if you guys don't stay away from matters to do with IT guy, when your husband's ECMO is itching him, and they put that spam in there. Kò ní dọ́mọ, kò ní dọ́mọ, torí pé kí ni gbogbo lè tẹ̀ ń jà. Itguy is not there to stop you from stealing money from people, to selling fake gold to people, for stealing money of people. 205 million naira, is that small money? Tell me, is on your platform. Oh, ni shame. You haven't refunded that money to the same followers and all the people you extorted money from. You know, wá ṣe platform ti tèmi, mo wá ń ṣe, mo ń jayé ti tèmi, ẹ̀yin wá ń ṣe òṣì, ẹ̀yin wá ń gossip mi, ẹ̀yin tí wá jókòó, ẹ fẹ́ máa kẹ̀rẹ́ẹ̀sì nipples bàbá yín, kò ní dáa fún gbogbo yín. Ayé burúkú tẹ ti ń ṣe tí àwọn ìran yín ti ń ṣe kán tó bí yín, òun lẹ máa ṣe kú. Olè táwọn ìran yín ti ń jà from generation to generation láti 1960 tó jáde ní tẹjí 205 million lórí platform yín. Ẹ ní ṣoríire until tẹ bá dá owó yẹn padà fún gbogbo àwọn tẹ jà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Bàbá yín Ògún ló máa pa gbogbo yín, Ṣọ̀pọ̀nná ló máa pàyà yín, posterity ló máa discipline ló máa dúnbù gbogbo yín. Ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ pé most of ẹ̀yin tẹ lọ gbé àwọn arọ lẹ́bí ṣọkọ, ẹ ti lọ fi destiny àwọn ọkọ yín, ẹ ti lọ fi ṣe ìmúlẹ̀, ẹ ti fi destiny àwọn ọkọ yín, ẹ ti lọ fi pa owó, ẹ ti fi destiny àwọn ọkọ yín, ẹ ti lọ fi rúbọ. Àwọn ọkọ yín ò lè support yín, ẹ lè support àwọn ọmọ yín, àwọn ọmọ yín ò ní wọn wà prosperous. Ó ní ibi táwa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà táwa dé diaspora. Ṣe TikTok, bàtàwà dé diaspora, phone ó kàn lè text ní in fact nígbà táwa dé diaspora kò sí mobile, phone tábà pé àwọn òbí wa ní Naija gan, wọ́n ṣe ó lè jẹ́ ilé kẹta láti máa pè tí wọ́n máa lọ tí wọ́n máa sọ pé exchange, a máa sọ time tó máa lọ sí exchange láti lọ gba phone call. Àwa ṣiṣẹ́ owó wa ní Ògún Ṣọ̀pọ̀nná ló máa pa gbogbo ìyá gbogbo yín lẹ́nu. Ṣẹ̀tìrí gùrẹ́sì ṣẹ̀rí pé ẹnu ẹ ti di arọ, bí ẹnu ẹ ṣe di arọ, àwọn arọ ọkọ tí gbogbo yín kó sílé tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe àṣemáṣe tí ò jẹ́ kí life yín ní meaning, ó máa jẹ́ kí life yín kó wọ́, life yín á wọ́, àṣẹ gbà àṣẹ wò. Ṣọ̀pọ̀nná Ṣàngó á pa ìyá gbogbo yín ní kọ̀ọ̀kan. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Temis platform tẹ́ ṣí sí ọ̀rọ̀ Itguy lẹ́nìí, ó máa bàjẹ́ fún gbogbo yín unless tẹ́ bá repent before midnight. Other than that, ilé ayé yín gbogbo blessing yín máa disappear. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe nílé ayé tó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ ń jalè káàkiri, ọlọ́pàá máa gbé ìyá yín, ọlọ́pàá máa gbé bàbá yín. Gbogbo lè tẹ́ jà, gbogbo fake mortgage tẹ́ gbà, tẹ́ sọ nílé ẹni ọ̀nà àti mọ̀ pé 200 million tẹ́ gbà yẹn òun lẹ ti gbà pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ tó ẹsẹ̀ òsì méjì tí gbogbo yín gbé òṣì àti wíìgì wèrè tí ẹ̀yin àti Wùnmí ń tà, ẹ̀yin gbọ́ kọjá yé. Wíìgì yẹn bẹ́ ṣe ń rà ó máa gba gbogbo ìmọ̀ràn yín, bẹ́ ṣe ń mú wíìgì yẹn tẹ́ ń gbé sórí, Ọlọ́run á damage brain yín. Bẹ́ ṣe gbé wíìgì yẹn bẹ́ ṣe ń tà, gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín, ikú àgbogbo wọn ní kọ̀ọ̀kan, àṣẹ wò lójú Elédùmarè. Hallelujah méje, hallelujah méje, hallelujah méje, 7 hallelujah, 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 Olúwa lógo. Wọ́n ní ṣoríire.
Pastor Itguy, ọmọ ọjọ́ ti fàṣẹ sí o.
Àmín.
Ọmọ ọjọ́ ti fàṣẹ sí o.
Àmín.
Gbogbo ọ̀tẹ̀ fẹ́ yà wèrè lórí justice for Mohbad kọ́ ló ń ṣàánú wọn. Àwọn demons kan ti wọlé sí J4M. Àdúrà ẹ gbogbo wọn ni kó gbọ̀n jáde. Kó lé wọn wọlé.
Àmín.
Ẹ má yẹ kí Pastor FTV dánú sílẹ̀ yìí, mi ò fẹ́ ganu sí yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ọtí mi fẹ́ sọ fún yín.
Àwa lè láti wá lé ìṣòwọlẹ̀ ni. Àwa lè.
Àlọ́ demons yẹ. Orí fídíò tí mo gbé jáde ni ewúrẹ́ tó ń bá ọmọ demons jà.
Àwọn ẹgbọ́n ti repost ẹ̀.
Mo ti rí. Àwọn tó fẹ́ gbógun ti bàbá wọn. Àwọn aláyé bàjẹ́. Hey, Itguy, let me just tell you, very wicked TSL. I greet everybody. What I think we need to do, brother me. Yeah, what I think we need to do, we need to re-strategize. We have seen the nonsense in J4M. We know the fraudsters. We know the triple, double mouth speaking people in J4M. And if we really want to help this boy, Mohbad, I think we have enough experience. Subject to we need to selectively begin to go back to that mental frame where we had the mandamus to petition and make police do all the right things that we think police is yet to do. Sorry to say, experience. I can tell you that I personally believe that some of your strong speakers are creating their own police to hunt and to destabilize justice for Mohbad. The day of that unveiling will come, because I don't want to speak too fast. But I can tell you, I was at Alagmo yesterday. Certain individuals refuse to show up because they see that the rope is tightening around their neck. Certain individuals refuse to show up. They know that legally, by the law, the snooze is being tightened around their neck. Legally, we're going to fight for Mohbad. Legally, we're going to defend anybody that you guys try to extricate from this movement. Enough is enough. By the grace of God, I'm standing. They put their petition against me just for asking questions. That should tell you. Wani aberono kinsonu. In Yoruba, if you're lost, you ask for directions. You're not supposed to get lost because somebody somewhere knows where you're heading and they will tell you. But when people now take offense at you inquiring about what they present to the people, then every logical mind should know that there is an ulterior motive between what they presented to the people, and they don't want you to ask questions that will expose their ulterior motive. It is common sense. Very simple. You don't arrest somebody for asking questions. And when you begin to arrest people for saying, please, is the direction to so place, it tells me that you have a very wicked mind, ulterior motive. You're being sponsored to come to justice, and you have succeeded in dividing, distracting point, which is how to catch the criminals. I am beginning to think the criminals, the people that kill Mohbad, have a hand in some of the people that are speaking and distracting justice for Mohbad. This is based on first-hand experience. And in the upcoming week or two, you will see some new unveiling that we're discovering from a legal point of view. So guys, all said and done, Itguy, if you can find it in your platform, get us back to those days when we analyze how to work with the police, how to hold the police accountable, not to be friends or enemies of the police, because these people, today they are friends of the police, tomorrow they are enemies of the police when they want to collect money from you. But they are working, they have their own camp that they use. I call them mercenary justice fighters. These people are real. They are real as you're holding your phone in your hand or your table. They are not joking. So, but what we can do, the people, is go back to those days, maybe some 8 months ago or 9 months ago, when we were legally conscious of what we can do for Mohbad from a legal perspective. And again, IT, something you said, I need to kind of disagree with you in a brotherly way. If people want to use synonyms or they want to use words to describe people, I would tell you that sitting in front of a police commissioner yesterday, I'm surprised that they know my name. I'm surprised that the big guys, not even the IPOs and the small guys, way at the top of police, they know us, they hear us. So we have to be careful the words we use. So, because as you can see, petition, they have turned it to breakfast. So I wouldn't want anybody to be exposed to legal consequences for speaking their mind. You know, you speak your truth, but you don't want to be in a legal position to begin to justify your truth, because nobody will fund you unless you're one of the liars and manipulators. Those of us who are doing this, if I tell you what I spent yesterday, you will cry. If I tell you what I've been going through financially to even defend this small petition, you'll be shocked. So I don't encourage anyone to mention names. If you can speak, people know who and what you're talking about, because legally you have to play smart. You can talk about somebody without calling their name.
Yeah, but African TV, let me interject you very quickly. We're going to speak our own truth the way we see it, and we're going to express ourselves the way we want to express it. In our entire history since 1960, a lot of freedom fighters, a lot of sort of like human rights activists have been fired and been taken out. It was reflective in Babangida's book and all the nonsensical charade that they all came up to, and actually gifting him billions of naira, that everybody was compromised, and that compromise itself with nepotism that is actually sort of like that eroded the system, the course of justice, our constitution, that's derailed the entire common sense in our judicial process. Now, if we see it that way, and we are sort of like gentle in attacking them and addressing issue in a single case of Mohbad's buying, simple homicide case, and simplicity is now actually giving us room to complexity based on the same nepotism. I will say it the way I want to say it. Anyone who wants to petition me can petition the IT guy, and they can go to blazes in the process. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a hoot. I don't care. I'm not going to be reserved in my utterances. I have never been reserved in the way I actually engage. And also, as you know, if you want to do woto slanging match, full on life, one-to-one, I won't class myself as number one when it comes to the male derivative. But if you enter woto with me, if it's going to go for 7 hours non-stop, until someone is blue in the face and actually withdraw themselves off that platform, I don't know how to give up. Now my wife will say to me, you don't shout again. I will go into my back garden. She will say the neighbors are hearing. I say, well, it's my house. I'm inside my house. So if neighbors can hear, let them call me Olopa for me. But I am in my house. I paid my mortgage. Yeah? And when I do that, I'm in my space. Won't be about by anybody at the Queen, at the Prince of England, and every single one of Metropolitan Police. Come challenge me, lay baba one. Timothy won't so bill me more. I don't give a fuck. Write your petition. I want a petition from Yomi Fabi. I want a petition from Yomi Fabi, actually. Borokoni Yomi Shedi Bengbe, Yomi Ole Ajibole. Let him petition me. Won't be by Baere. Ole. Tó ń lo Nollywood láti wá gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn lórí TikTok. Our enlightened people, our educated people, our scientists, our that travel the world, our that read everything, our that lọ sí parliament ní UK, that lọ fight fún right wa as citizens of the United Kingdom ní parliament ní Westminster extension, our competition. Àti petition àwọn local councillor wa àti gbé lọ fún wọn ti ṣe àtúnṣe ní surrounding ìgbèríko wa. Àwọn ọmọ tó bá yẹ kó mú rí mi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni wọ́n máa ṣe don't be silly Fẹlá Aníkúlápó Kútì fún mi ni, because tí n bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ èmi máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí ò bá fẹ́ gbọ́ kó drop off black app, because Yomi that you are talking about that wants to petition people. Can Yomi tell the police, Nigerian police, his mission as a foundation? The Nigerian police is not dealing with Yomi's. What's Yomi's foundation called again? Nigerian police is dealing with an individual. They are not dealing with this stupid man that will write petition and put the name of an inconsequential NGO, an inconsequential foundation, a foundation that holds no water, a foundation with no foundation, a foundation with no accountability, a foundation with no common sense, a foundation that can't give us CCTV, a foundation that cannot even give us 3 seconds video. Yomi is engaging with the police as Yomi Fabiyi. And then when he's writing his nonsense, he will use his inconsequential, non-affirmative, non-operative foundation. A dormant foundation that's been dormant since the kingdom come, since he set it up. Hey, I'm here. This is the American something. They gave me this license. This is this one. I am now a private investigator. This is this one. When they said I'm the best. This is this one. When I put this on YouTube. And Paparano has been very useful to your cause. Paparano has been very, very, very liberal, very neutral. It's engineered the process to protect you, to protect your image, the same way we protect Supreme Iron Lady, Iris's image, and the same thing it will do for African television, the same thing it will not do for Latisne. So you need to know that when you are principled, Paparano will be on your side, but with your principality, there are preemption and preamble to thievery. Has African television ever collected money from you and lied to you to go and bring something and not bring it back? Has African television not left Lagos and gone somewhere to go and do video and you paid him and he gave you what he wants to give you? Has Yomi giving you CCTV? Has Yomi actually put a closure to 3 seconds video? Has Yomi not collected an Android phone? Has Yomi not collected iPhone? Is he now going to go to a police station and go and buy a land and build an entire police station and kit it with all the latest IT gadgets and give them more Android and more phones and actually turn the Nigerian police into his own bitch? He's their bitch already. I have a song. Let me finish my song. Ìdíbẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ tó ń wú tó ń fẹ̀. Kí ló ń wọnú ẹ̀ o? Ìdíbẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ tó ń wú tó ń fẹ̀. Left, right and center. Kí ló wọnú ẹ̀ o? Ṣé kóńdó ọlọ́pàá ni àbẹ́pọ̀n ọlọ́pàá? Ìdíbẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ tó ń wú tó ń yó tó ń jẹ. Left, right and center. Ṣé kóńdó ọlọ́pàá ló ń wọnú ẹ̀ ni àbẹ́pọ̀n ọlọ́pàá? Àbókò ọlọ́pàá? Àbípàṣán ọlọ́pàá? Ìdíbẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ tó ń wú tó ń tóbi tó ń yọ tó ń ṣe gbì.
African TV. Oh, sorry. Itguy.
Yes.
Come on.
The man is they even put Patakupa on his head. The women on all the platforms put Patakupa. Wọ́n ti dé Patakupa sórí Yomi, àwọn obìnrin tó ń support ẹ̀, wọ́n ti dé Patakupa lé lórí. Wọ́n ti gbé Pátákùpà lé Yomi lórí. Wọ́n ti sin the man that got the crown of Pátákùpà was chairman. Chairman sísá lọ. Nígbà tó wọ kómà tó jáde kómà tí ò fẹ́ wọ kómà kejì. Ó ti yọ Pátákùpà, ó ti gbé fún Yomi. Yomi ti ṣe Pátákùpà, ó ti sì dórí. Pátákùpà ni Yomi fi ń wọnú police station. Ìdíbẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ ló ń jáde. Kí ló ń kó sínú òfurufú ẹ̀? Kí ló lọ́pàá ń kó sínú ìfurufú ẹ̀? Is it lies that they are pumping into his ass? Is it the truth? Or is it the next mojo? The next mojo to come and collect more money? Yomi is collecting money and rewarding the Nigerian police. At the Chokosimi by the Nigerian police, one lay on share, and they found the original phone. Why is Yomi coming public to come and collect iPhone, laptop, C phone, Android, hairphone, bottom phone, heaven phone, devil phone, to go and give to the police? If there is no collusion between the two parties. And we can't sit down here and be saying what this guy is doing and not call him out. And he is welcome to my platform. He cannot come because I saw him briefly the last time I was live. Briefly. I did not want to touch him. Let him request and come up. Nítorí pé kí ni olè tó bá ti ń jalè, tó bá ti máa mú marketplace, not a man dúró dè wọ́n. Yomi, when I'm ready for you, I'm a disgrace any marketplace. Template yẹn ti ready, mo kàn need láti click button kó jáde ni. Is ready, mo ti prime ẹ̀ up ready. Mo kàn need láti jù síta ni. Mo dẹ̀ lè jù síta lẹ́nu. But the day that it is clear that you have lied to the general public to collect money of them, you've been extorting money of the public, you've been conducting and concocting story to extort the general public, the well-meaning Nigerians of their money. The Dawo Daye, the Dawo Kudawo Ji, the Dakudaji on the Dawo level that we don't even know why they contributed money before and why they are contributing now. They've contributed to this Epalova, bam. They contributed to Latisne, bah. They contributed to Comfy, Oshekini Bo, Oshekeji Bo, Osheketa Bo, Oashekering. If you fool me once, CCTV. If you fool me twice, 3 seconds video. If you can't deliver 3 seconds video, you're not going to fool me a second time. You're not going to do African TV. Fire away, my brother.
This one, the African TV is telling me that I will mention that family is there. Let him come and petition.
Very wicked, very wicked. Very wicked. IT, let me say to you that I'm brief in my submissions because my bigger submission is in the legal way. I think Judge legally. I think you don't mess with everybody. Kò lè jáde wá sọ nǹkan tójú ẹ̀ tí ń rí legally. Kò lè ó bá purọ́ fún wọn tiẹ̀ náà ni because they don't like the truth. So he has mastered the craft of knowing what to tell the godly lies. So me, I want to beg that my submissions are in the realm of the court, in the realm of the judicial system, and when the food is really well done, the serving will be on a golden china plate for all of you to eat. So we are working on it legally. He knows. So I'm not going to be part of the castigation, but so carry on, IT. I love your submission. I love your truth. I love your boldness.
I will make it clear to you. Castigation is also good. It means we're calling them out constructively. So whether you're calling out or you're calling it castigation or you call it anything you want to call it, is the same thing. The thing is, Yomi is always quick to kind of defend himself. He's always quick to sort of like go into the monologue and actually sell the new product. Yomi is like a medicine man in Nigeria that goes into the bus in the morning and then he will come as Babalawo today. Tomorrow he will come as a medical practitioner, he will come as Hallelujah another day, and he will come as a Muslim tomorrow. But what he's selling to you is one medicine fix every ailment. And not Agbero. He's an Agbero, but he's only just operating on his own accord, single-handedly. He's an Agbero. I mean, there's no two ways. Brother, I'm changing Danny. We are going from Lagos, so we are going to Abeokuta. I'm changing Daniel. Agbero ni Yomi now. He's an Agbero. Because if you are going to come and tell me that you have a foundation and know someone who doesn't know anything about Justice for Mohbad, type in Yomi Fabi Justice for Mohbad in Google, and the only thing that they can find eventually is that he has a foundation, calm the silence or speak the loudest and all this nonsense name that he's using. You know, because even when you have silence in your name, it actually shows that you want to silence the public. He needs to change that name, take the silence out of it, because he needs to make it loud. You were fighting the system, we make it loud. We're fighting the system, and in advocacy, as a human rights fighter, an NGO, and as a foundation. And you are going praising the Nigerian police. Yomi. If you want to be compromised, be civil and use a bit of civility and a bit of common sense to complement one another, conjoin it together, and use that same iroro that is there, and then think, is it useful for you to be promoting Nigerian police? Is it useful for you to be commending Nigerian police as highly as you are? You haven't provided anything. Nigerian police haven't provided us anything. And you guys are congratulating one another. And your congratulations, really, as it stands, as we know the inquest, at some point something will come out today. What the bloody hell have you achieved? Waiting your me, you don't achieve. Apart from lies and lies and lies. What is your forensics? Baba Aloba said, talk about forensics. He put forensics on GoFraud.me. We didn't get forensics. He came out and shouted Nigerian police and said they think that compromise the work Nigerian police is done, and the reason why they should disband them and bring new people in is because they did not give us phone forensics. And he put phone forensics on his own GoFraud.me, and he's frauded Nigerians $26,000 in America between him and his comrade Muiwa, and they only have $8,000 left. They'll spend the entire money to do autopsy and toxicology, and even that one hasn't got anything to give us shit. And you, Yomi, you're now sitting by your brother. We are doing 50-50. The two of you are thieves. None of you are saints in my own book. 100% thief. So there is a meter that says 0 to 100. Saint is there, thief is there. The two of you, thievery. There is a foundation on which you've based your foundation and your NGO on. Baba Aloba, your plea for the public to support you, the same public that actually sort of like engineered the exhumation of your son that you buried at the time you weren't looking for justice. How can you join us in 18, 19 months and for us not to eventually realize, just like Karimo came out and said that at any given time, she can do visa for Wumi and the son to come to America, Karimo, wherever you are. If Wumi's witness status becomes Akpanyo status, she will be extradited back to Nigeria. So all you need to do right now, do her a visa. She's allowed to go to America, broadcast from there. But the moment we find anything, even if it's a 3-second video to say she's a buyer, they will bring her back to Nigeria. So the whole lot of you, they play. And in terms of platform, the only platform that's been isolated, subject to thievery, subject to concoction of stealing money of the general public, that they have been extorting money to support their own purse, to use the money to put deposit to buy house in Canada. Òtútù tó wà Canada yẹn, Temis platform àti gbogbo àwọn ẹmẹ̀wà yín, òtútù Canada ló máa pa gbogbo generation yín pátápátá. Tí gbogbo yín máa gan mọ́ transformer tẹ́ máa blow tẹ́ máa kú síbẹ̀. Òṣì orí burúkú tẹ́ ń ṣe pẹ̀lú wig tẹ́ ń tà yẹn, orí tẹ́ bá fi sí ó máa gbóná ni. Ikú gbígbóná tí wọ́n fi pa Mohbad, òun ló máa explode brain gbogbo yín pátápátá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbé wig yẹn sórí báyìí, àṣẹwò brain yẹn á kàn máa melt ni, á máa melt nítorí pé owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ òun lẹ fi gba owó tẹ́ fi ra wig, owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ òun lẹ fi gba owó tẹ́ fi set up company fún Pọkọjáyé Wùnmí Cynthia. Owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni gbogbo yín tẹ́ lò, tẹ́ wá ń sọ pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹ̀ ń support window victimization. Window victimization by you, Temi, and all your comrades and all olóṣì ara gbogbo yín àti Princess White tí ó jẹ́ kí brother yín ni. Àti gbogbo yín, orí fífọ́ ló máa pa gbogbo yín pátápátá. The untimely death tí Mohbad torí wig tẹ́ ń gbé sórí yẹn òun ló máa pa gbogbo generation gbogbo àwọn customer yín pátápátá èèyàn tó bá ra wig lọ́wọ́ Wùnmí lórí ch nonsense tẹ́ ń ṣe bí wọ́n ṣe ń ra wig yẹn báyìí gbogbo wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe iṣẹ́ gbogbo owó tó bá ń wọ sápò wọn àpò wọn máa yọ ni àpò wọn máa drop ni àpò wọn máa ní holes inú ẹ̀ ni wọn ò ní jèrè nílé ayé wọn pẹ̀lú wig olóṣì tẹ́ ń tà àti bàbá lọ́ba gbogbo owó tó gbà gbogbo ìpè tó ń ṣẹ́ fáwọn èèyàn tó ń sọ pé tó bá gba owó lórí ikú Mohbad ikú máa pa wọ́n ṣọpọnà ló máa gbé ẹ ṣánlẹ̀ Joseph Aloba ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn ó máa ṣe a máa sọ uniform yẹn fún ẹ òun bóyá pé blue uniform ni wọ́n lò Naija ni in fact a máa surround ẹ pẹ̀lú gold emerald àti diamond a máa wá send Joseph Aloba àti Cynthia ẹ̀wọ̀n gbére fún àwọn méjèèjì kò ní ní ṣoríire níbi tẹ́tí ṣorí burúkú yẹn oríire ó máa distance yín until tẹ́ bá stop láti máa jalè 205 million yẹn until tẹ́ bá dá padà Joseph Aloba àti Múyìwá until tẹ́ bá dá owó $26,000 minus $8,000 difference yẹn until tẹ́ bá gbé padà sínú GoFundMe yẹn tí ẹ bá wá lo owó yẹn judiciously until then Joseph Aloba owó ò ní dúró sọ́wọ́ ẹ owó ò ní dúró sápò ẹ Ọlọ́run á fi gọ́tà sínú àpò ẹ gbogbo orin tó ń kọ gbogbo ètò ṣe pẹ̀lú láti ní kò ní fún ẹ ní profit nílé ayé yìí until tó bá lo gbogbo owó tó jí sórí access sórí Wema àti Tèmi o àti bàbá o àti Wùnmí o ní ṣàǹfààní ọ̀n títẹ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa realign gbogbo olè òṣì olè tẹ́ jà gbogbo orí burúkú tẹ́ ń ṣe tẹ́ ń lọ sí radio station tẹ́ ń lọ sí record company Ọlọ́run á gba gbogbo owó yẹn lọ́wọ́ yín torí wípé ìlérí Olúwa yìí wà nínú mug bọ̀bọ̀ yìí wà nínú freezer spirit ẹ̀ yìí ń roam around ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ìjókòó ẹlẹ́yìn wá justice bàbá tún jáde ó sì lóun ò fẹ́ justice mọ́ Wùmí ò ẹ́bà jáde tó wá justice DNA ló ń wá ọmọ ló ń wá royalty ló ń wá wọ́n ní kẹ́ ṣe DNA àti Wùmí àti bàbá ṣé òṣì káàkiri Nàìjíríà gbogbo àwọn lawyers yín pátápátá tí wọ́n ti jẹ owó Mohbad tí wọ́n jẹ òun ló máa pa gbogbo generation wọn nǹkan tí wọ́n bá fi owó yẹn ṣe kò ní sí àǹfààní nínú ẹ̀ nílé ayé yìí tí gbogbo wọn bá decide láti fi bàbá Mohbad sílẹ̀ kán yé kúrò fún wa a ṣe inquest lọ sí inquest ń support Jobad ń support fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ṣe phone forensics support Mohbad béèrè pé nígbà tí wọ́n wú bọ̀bọ̀ yìí kúrò nínú grave kí ló ṣe ọrùn ẹ̀ kí ló ṣe ẹsẹ̀ kí ló ṣe anything ẹ jókòó síbẹ̀ ẹ ń òṣì orí burúkú àṣẹ ìgbà àṣẹ wò sórí rẹ onílé
Won't you from heaven?
Petition yín gbé wá.
You are now selling heaven from heaven. Lè competition táwọn tó pa ọkọ ẹ̀ ó wá sùn ó ń jí ó lọ club ó ṣe party ó dẹ̀ pa. Irú fẹ́ẹ̀kì tó ń tà yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ti ń patronize tẹ́ bá ti ń gbàgbà ẹ̀ lómi máa wò yín yan ti tẹ́ bá tó direct attention yín tẹ́ ẹ seek for true justice tẹ́ ẹ ṣe.
Adé jókòó, a máa suppress the we sit down, we want to suppress the truth. We sit down, we want to support people, but we want to do it blindly. And when we do it blindly, we become gullibles, we become shallowies, we become.
Power tap, Wùmí, power tap on your screen. Bẹ́ẹ̀ láì fi kó lọ fà, power tap.
Kó máa lọ fà, Yomi gbé di bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ wá pẹ̀lú àwọn foundation ẹ̀. Kẹwàá power tap. Ẹ bá gbé lọ sí 15K ẹjọ́. Ẹ bá gbé ta ló gbé fólì wọlé. Wọ́n ti gbé fólì wọlé. Ẹ bá wa ṣe 15K, please tap and let's take it up to 15K. Whilst we are waiting for the outcome of the inquest, we are here èmi máa ṣe léyìí di aago tí máa fi ṣe but wá àṣà ń ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká wọlé ẹ jẹ́ ká ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ń support Wùnmí kó wọlé ẹni tó bá ń support Yomi kó wọlé ẹni tó bá ń support bàbá kó wọlé ẹni tó bá ń support Supreme kó wọlé ẹni tó bá ń support everybody láti sinẹ́ gbogbo yín ẹ lọ gbé gbogbo wọn wá ẹgbẹ́ àjò ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀pọ̀n ẹgbẹ́ ògùn ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ wọlé àdúró dè yín bí báyìí àtẹ̀pọ̀n àgbo yín o àtẹ̀pọ̀n yín o ẹgbẹ́ wọlé kẹwàá tó ra yín lórí platform bí báyìí.
Gbogbo èèyàn ló ní lọ́jà
ẹ̀
ìwọ nìkan ló ní
àtọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá àtọmọ ọlọ́pàá ẹ̀wọ̀n wọlé ìgboro.
Wọlé kó wá kọ́ sáàpù ìrírí báyìí gbé láìpẹ́ ẹ̀ kó lọ fà.
ẹ bá ń gbé lọ fà kó wọ 15K. Ẹ jẹ́ kó wọ 15K.
Ìyí lọ́jà ìkébè ìsúpàyè ní tábìlì láti ọdún.
No, I mean, the thing is that, you know, when we do the English, we have to do the Yoruba. Because fella say, for this one we go speak English for the benefit of foreigners. For this one we go speak English for the benefit of foreigners. For this one we go speak Yoruba for the benefit of the traditionalists. No, we have to accommodate the Yoruba people as well because they will say the English is too much. So somehow we have to dilute it. If English is too much for you, let's dilute it a bit and inject a bit of Yoruba into it. If I can speak Igbo, I will put it. If I can do Hausa, if I can do Nasarawa, I will put it in there. If I can do Zaria, I will put it in there. But the one way I sabi, I go do. If I want Pidgin, I will put them in there. If I want Aboki, I will kill myself, or I will not kill myself because I don't know. Aboki will say, I will buy you, or you will buy me. Sometimes we don't understand Aboki, whether Aboki wants to kill you or he wants to buy himself. So, please take this to 15K, I beg. If you're enjoying
I don't see the reason why. In fact, Yomi, until you bring that 30 seconds your foundation is not able to.
If this man doesn't give us this thing, Yomi fans, our type to be relevant. Yomi fans, Baba fan, Temi platform fan, Wumi fan, power tap to be relevant. Don't be useless to the cause. 18 months ago, you guys have been stealing money. The whole lot of you have been extorting money of Nigerian general public. Baba fan, Wumi fan, Temi fan, Yomi fan, all the Ole, Ajibole on this Justice for Mobile, all your fans, power tap, let's take it to 15K. Ẹ̀yin wèrè, gbogbo yín ti lo fake account yín ti wọlé sí bíbáyìí. Jagumolu is there. Oh my ṣan gbogbo ipa gbogbo yóò máa ṣan lulẹ̀ ní. Jagumolu is there to sort and go in there and slam dunk the whole lot of you guys. Ẹ̀yin wèrè, you think you are crazy? You haven't seen crazy? Have you seen crazy? Do you know who I am? Do you know how crazy I am? Do you know how many asylums I've gone? Do you know how many asylum I've burnt down? Make I follow you laugh for this one. This show, anybody screen recording should say very wicked leader, very wicked man. Congratulate our dear. I mean, thing is, look, let's take it back. Going. We are going all the way down to Abeokuta. We are going to Yomi's foundation. We are going to Yomi's platform. Yomi's Kino possible, no? Irule wonani Yomi kosi Abeokuta again, no? Mansion, yeah, we are going to Yomi's mansion. Amagba Ikorodu, long distance, láti débẹ̀. Everywhere, Amagbero, everywhere. Boss, the train is massive.
Sorry, I think it was a mistake. I sent a request. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Sorry. It's okay. So yes, so we are where we are. I don't know if we should take a break. If you want us to take a break, comment section, tell us to take a break and come back. I think we've done enough this morning already, so we can take a break and come back after the inquest. I was going to wait until Sunday. I decided that, you know what, let's do a bit of catch up. Let's do a bit of push them. let's do a bit of actually waking them up. The awakening and reawakening, whether it's Olori Ebi's platform, whether it's Temi's platform, whether it's Wumi supporter, whether it's Baba supporter, whether it's Yomi, whether it's Justice supporter, whether it's anti-justice, whether it's Justice for Mohbad. I think we've done the best we can for now. I would say congratulations, everyone. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate all your input. Even showing appreciation for my time. Comment section, tap. I love you all. Buying your coins to get on the phone and getting your airtime and all that kind of stuff has been very useful. I've really kind of enjoyed having everyone around, and as you guys know, there's no prejudice. You request, you come up. I don't care who you support, but if you have a logo and it's got that selling wig logo, I will block you. I block your